This video is part 3 out of 5 on restoring this IGT double bonus draw poker machine. I'm Lawton Barnes, you're in the metal shop. Let's get that candle and audio working. Okay, locks are finished. Why don't we tackle that candle? Okay, when I parted out the slant top slot machine, it had this candle with it. It's a little different style than the poker machines. I don't think anybody would really notice, but it does have a gold finish and shorter whatchamacallits. I do have this one, which is missing its bottom, but it would be an exact match for the others. I could probably put these together into one. Let's see if they have the same plug, do they? They sure do. It looks the same to me. So let's try using the gold housing with the taller clear cylinders. Where's all my little parts and pieces? So I think, okay, this is the taller one. So this is the one that we want to install. Okay, so this is looking good. These bulbs often look burnt out, whether they are or not. So I will just pull one out of the old candle and put it in here. That looks okay to me. I've got the wiring coming out of the bottom. This clear cylinder is going to be the bottom half. Then we're going to do the ring in the middle, and I will put the green cylinder on the top. Right there. This nut is shinier than the other one. These are plastic parts, so you don't want to crank those screws down too tight. They will break the plastic. That looks pretty good to me. I mean, it's different because it's got the brass finish on it. And we will pull this monitor. Ew. Gross. That is filthy. Oh my God, I've never seen one with that much dirt on it. Wow. So, you know, CRTs, they generate a static electrical charge and it attracts dust inside of the machine, which sticks to it, and we're gonna have to clean that. I mean, it probably functions fine with the dirt on it, but that is disgusting. Okay, and now we will reinstall the candle. It's just a little plug on the end, a ground wire, and 2 screws. Let's get it in there. And now we'll attach the ground screw on the other side. Uh-oh, I don't think it's, there it goes. So let's test the candle. In order to test it, I'm going to reinstall the monitor, which just has 3 little tabs on the bottom that fit down into their respective slots. That drops right into place. We're going to use this Molex connector on the bottom of the monitor to go right into. Okay, so that little connector on the bottom of the monitor should do the trick. And let's test the candle by powering up. Okay, hey, look, it's flashing. So what a flashing candle means is it's telling you that the door has been opened. So once you've closed the door, locked it, it's going to cycle through the boot up procedure. Candle's still flashing, so that means it wants you to play a game. Now that I've played a hand, the candle has stopped flashing. The way you can test the top button is to use your change light. Ooh, that did nothing. So we may have a burned out light bulb in the top of the candle. The change button should illuminate that green section, and it didn't. Let's see if we can fix that. So that bulb may be burned out. Actually, it looks okay. And nothing. Okay, change light is not working. So I'm going to come back and retest that later. I would have assumed a faulty bulb. I kind of know I did all the connections right. So I'm going to close this back up for now, and we will revisit that at a later date. All right, well, we got no sound. And the top of the candle is still a little dodgy. Let's pull that motherboard out, see what's going on with that volume knob. I'm going to remove the MPU board. The way you do it is you just grab this knob here and you wiggle jiggle back and forth a little bit while lifting up. And then once it releases, you just tilt forward and slide out. Now, by way of terminology, this is called the MPU for the main processing unit. A lot of people would call this a motherboard, but technically it is not. The motherboard is this board down here in the base of the machine that these connectors slide into. So this one is motherboard, this one is MPU. This is my first time to really look at this. We have a tag on it that says Craig Elias board. Okay, Craig Elias, thanks for the board. I keep a spreadsheet of all my games, and this is good because these are all clearly labeled. Those look like official IGT chips to me. And just for record-keeping purposes, I will do this and add them to my spreadsheet later. The reason we pulled this out was to look at the volume control, which is this knob right here. And that just feels, no, actually, that's fine. So, where I left off on this machine is that we have a functional game, but with no audio. So, you know, I'm not sure what's going on here. It's playing just completely silent. There's no sound whatsoever. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to test the volume knob, and I'm going to check the volume knob, and then I'm going to test the speaker as well. So let's look inside. I'm going to pull this coin hopper. Okay. For some reason, this coin hopper is really hard to remove. The rails look like they're clear, even though I've put WD-40 on them. It still gets jammed in there, so this connector must just be grabbing that hopper really tight. That is strange, but we'll figure it out. So I was working on the sound. We have no sound. You know, a lot of times people, they just don't like the sound these things make, and they will unplug the speaker wires or even cut the speaker wires. When I look down in here, I can see that those green and white wires are connected to the speaker. So it looks like it's hooked up, and we have already adjusted the volume knob here. And when I turn that volume knob, you would usually hear some kind of a crackle or a hum or something. I'm getting nothing out of this thing. So we're completely dead audio-wise. The wiring for the speaker was, it's a green wire with a white stripe and a white wire with a green stripe. And it's coming down through this harness into this connector. There they are, right there. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this. And looking very closely, you'll see there they are. The green with white and the white with green is the middle two pins on that side of the connector there. And I'm just going to use a 9-volt battery with some wire and see if I can stick that down in there Just hold it long enough to touch the other one to it. Here we go. Okay, so the speaker is good. The speaker and the wiring is good. I got a sound out of it. This can be returned to there, and what that test tells me is that the flaw in the audio is on the MPU board itself. That's going to be a project for another day. But for now, I mean, we did resolve the coin-in timeout error. The hopper works fine. You can play the game. The screen's a little dim. Right now, my biggest issue with this game is that it's filthy. I mean, this thing is gross. So I am going to give this guy a bath. Hey, if you want to clean all the dirt off of your filthy monitor, check out this YouTube video. It's called How to Safely Clean and Restore a CRT Monitor, a Step-by-Step Guide. In the next episode, part 4, we're going to repair the audio board on this machine. Keep on rocking like ducking.